out of respect. I wouldn't come, even though I don't bear witness in churches, I won't come on the church and go, come on.
Even drugs in our community, we know who's doing it. They do it so openly.
Come on, God, it's time for us coming to the realization of what it is. Not what it was, not what it used to be, but what it is now. You know what I mean? And wisdom and equality so we can build. Build means to do what? So that shouldn't be no problem. Regardless of what, whom, or what. All it takes is a few of us come together with the same mindset. Oh, I know what he needs to do. He know what he needs to do. He know what he needs to do. Everybody's not going to hold the same position. Everybody ain't going to be able to do the same thing. See, that's the problem. Everybody want to do the same thing everybody else doing. That don't make it unique no more when you following behind somebody else. Because as soon as he fall down and don't do it no more, I'll give you an example. Dumar Wadi. Look at his idea that he came. We need to have resources. We need to know what brothers do. He started the wall of stars. I'll give you an example of that. Go and look at some of that wall and see the maintenance of how it was taken care of since the God went home. You see some of the names, you can't even see them no more. He had an idea that would accumulate resources. All you had to do is continue. You know what I mean? Everybody, like I said, ain't gonna play the same position. I might play left field, you might play right. I might be out there, way out in the field. But when it come together, we playing as a what? Team. So if that ball got hit, it's covered here, to the left, it's covered to the right, it's covered, you understand? And we each take a turn running across the base. We don't run across the base at the same time, because what's gonna happen? We're gonna collide in each other. We're gonna bump into each other. That's the power of the sun. The sun can't be on top of itself. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's gonna, explode. The mind got so many things going on in it as it's traveling at that speed of shine. You know what I mean? Because there's no limitation to how fast the mind travels. Last night, I'll give you an example. My mind was going so fast, you know what I mean? It was time to lay down and rest. I didn't even lay down and rest because my mind, boom, every hour I'm back up. Thinking about what I'm going to do or how I'm going to improve the situation, how to make something even better, man. Because that's what this knowledge do. This knowledge try to teach you how to do things better than how you did it before. And it ain't no eyes, it's we. You and I, first to bring about a supreme understanding. That's what it's supposed to be about. There ain't no one man. Ain't no one man called this nation. What? They all agree. That's how they stopped looking for a mystery God, because they all agreed.
You see you going out.
All the men came together and said they was going to lose no more time searching for that was what? Don't exist. Because they found this knowledge within their cipher. When they went through the cipher, they came back to knowledge. First degree. From 1 to 10. The original Mecca. Straight like that. Ain't no sugarcoating to this. It's real. And a lot of us, we've been around long enough. Come on, God. You know what I mean? I mean, like what he was saying, you take the best part out of that. You understand? But a lot of motherfuckers stay in church because they in church. A lot of motherfuckers teach that because when we say we God, we not saying the God that they're looking for. Because they're looking for the God that they were taught, a mystery God that causes all this to happen. We don't deal with that. We say we're a walking, talking, thinking, breathing individual. That if something happened to us, we could get hurt. If I walk into that and bump my hand on that motherfucking stone, I'm gonna get knocked out. I can't walk through walls. I ain't part of the Red Sea and all this old technology that they put in your mind. I don't have a staff that I could drop on the ground and it turns to a snake. All this technology, that's the key. That's why I said, I heard they had a plan to destroy the Son of Man in order to fruit God, in order to fruit Allah. Technology was the key, but it could not destroy the seed. I mean, for real, think about it. Then destroy the seed, because the seed can't rise to the top. Back at that time, he used to say that was the cream. It always rise to the top, regardless of whom or what. So that's what it is. That's why we still here. Because we what? Chose to be here. I could have been any place else in the world, but I chose to be here. You know what I mean? Because I know we got a what? Job to do. And it's not an easy job. Because the 85% teach. Well, you know that, because that's how he was taught. So I can't even blame him no more, because we ain't got nothing to give them. Like the God said, we ain't got nothing to really bring them to that's going to draw them to. We tell them go to school, go get educated. I don't even promote that no more. I don't promote that no more. You want to promote it? Yo, that's your best part, cool. You get all happy when you got the cap and gown. Sometimes they don't even make it to after that reality. Something else happens as the world turns. So as the world turns, the young and the rest have a love of life. We give them the urge to search for tomorrow. Yet they remain lost in space at the edge of night. Because they don't have the God's light. I mean, this shit is real. Then you step into the real world. He told me it was going to be this way. And all of a sudden, the reality hits you. Like, oh, God damn. You know what I mean? So I say that because it happened to me. I was young when I came into this. And I had to go through different worlds in order to get to where I'm at right now. The universal problems wouldn't even open my mouth. Step and listen. From the time I got there to the time I left, but I listened to some of the strongest builders that I ever met in my motherfucking life, right here. And I said, I want to be that way. When I leave here, I'm getting that. I'm hungry. I want to eat. And I wasn't talking about putting no food. We're going to get nothing to drink and beverages. I'm talking about the food for thought. That's the most powerful food that you can ever get, because that'll teach you how to get the food that you put into your body, that you consume into your body. Because if you don't have food for thought, you're going to eat anything. You're going to be easily led in the wrong direction and hard to be led in the right. You know why it's easily led? Because it's easier to be a knucklehead than to have truth. That's why a lot of people chose to go in that direction. Because they scared to step up and say who they are. So when you say who you are, you got to answer to the world. I run around here a dummy. Well, I like that dummy. I mean, you be a dummy all day. Matter of fact, I might throw a couple of strings in you and see if I can do the puppet thing with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm making jokes, but it's real. It's real. We have a hell of a job to perform, man. And the only way we're going to do that is you and I got to come together. Got to come together. That's the most important thing. That's what brothers that's not here died to see this day. This is where the degree is. I will give all I have and all within my power to see this day which I have waited 179 years. That's what they're talking about. Imagine if half of us gave all we had and all within our power. You know where the fuck we would be right now? You know how many buildings? We wouldn't be dreaming about buildings. We have buildings. Brothers got money. I see some of the clothes brothers wear. I had that up. Some fucking dirty motherfuckers.
That's right.
Come on, man.
That's right.
I mean, don't run that poor righteous teaching. That's only in a state of mind.
Right.
And the level of knowledge that that person may be on at that time that he was dealing with that degree. He was a poor righteous teacher because he had to come into the reality of who he was. So at that time, his knowledge was poor. That's the only way I see that poor righteous teacher. But as far as clothes, I look around, man, I see about $2,000 right here. Some of them got it in their mouth, around their neck, the glasses they wear. We ain't no bum because this is the thing that was taken from us that subconsciously we want to get back. So that's why we go and we give a motherfucker, one of them so-called Arabs, $1,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a piece of chain or something like that, that was rightfully ours. So we just buying our shit back. Right. Buying our shit, give me my shit back. Like you, give me that. I take that. You took it from me. You ain't paid nothing for it, but I gotta pay you to get it back. Think about that. That's a legacy. Like a subliminal ass whooping that's so powerful that they just whip your mind. That's the first thing they do. They do that with the what? Tell lie vision. But they got to first tell lies to your vision. So once they take you in, you throw something on. It's like you playing a song over and over again. You think they gonna know the music to that song? So all I gotta do is just keep on putting the channel on, and you sit there. Now you become subjected to what I'm trying to put in your mind. And that's what happens, man. But we being the gods, having the knowledge of ourselves, we are able to come out of them conditions. We're able to see lead so that we don't fall off the edge. We're not gonna just do like how they had in The Walking Dead when they were trying to trap all them dead people. And they played their music, and then they walked across or over the edge of the what's name, just kept falling. We ain't gonna do that. And why you think they put pictures on like The Walking Dead? Only thing you can get to, you gotta kill the mind. So if you don't stick him in the head, he still walk around. But they telling you that the only way you gonna get out of this shit, you gotta go through your mind. Because you're walking, although you're physically walking, your mind is dead. So they're saying, wake up your fucking mind. We know ain't no fucking zombies. Ain't nobody coming back and telling whether you lied or not. So they can throw anything at you. They're not scared to do what they do now because like they feel I'm on top of the world. Remember that picture? I'm on top of the world. I got all the power. I ain't got to worry about these cats no more. I done did what I had to do. Now it's time for you to do what you got. What's your duty? You know what I mean? And what year was that? And what year did you come into the realization that this bullshit is time to change? And what year is that? What year did you get this? And what you did with it since you had it? What that shit, who made that shit? Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? Now that we found knowledge, what are we gonna do with it? Keep on playing with it? Y'all who did that? Took 2 pieces of steel. Found that one had magnetic in it and the other didn't. Told his people that when he got old enough, he was gonna make a nation that was so diabolical that the earth. And it's doing it right now. Because he had other what? Rules and regulations. So if we draw this up, we understand it. It's time for us to do something about it.
Everybody had a job that they had to do.
Simple as that. And if you fell victim, I did not play with you. I didn't come to here and play. That's it. That's it. You paid with your life. That's why all that about word is wrong. Word is wrong before it leaves your mouth. God's the womb off. Make your word walk. Because you got to make it into a reality. You got to make it walk and talk. You can't just keep on talking, oh, your word is wrong, God. We're going to do this today. What the fuck out of here? I mean, excuse my French. That's what I get something. Get the fuck out of here. You told me that before, but you know what I do? When I say show and prove that I'm God, how I prove that is through my ways and my fucking actions. But I can do a whole lot of words. I can talk sweet all every day. But if you don't see what I'm talking in me, then it's just a fucking conversation. And a lot of brothers just like they can talk real good. Speak to the ear, but what? Get it to the fucking heart. I need none of that bitter shit. I need that sweet shit. I like honey. I like sugar. You know what I'm saying? I don't think milk. I don't want the ingredients. But you know, like I said, I'm not going to. I had to put that in. God's going to add on, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm long-winded. Yeah, I love this. I have so many things that's going on in my mind. I just want to see us coming together, man. Let's get it done, man. We got some strong brothers in this nation, man. You know what I mean? When it's time to get it done, let's get it done. I don't want to be the only man. I don't want to be the only man that every time a job needs to be done, I'm the first one to say, you know, and when I see the big strong motherfuckers with the big arms coming there, I done broke my back all day. Big old arm and shit. I'm tired as hell. I'm gonna go out and shit. Don't do that. Come and help me in the beginning. Don't wait until I get it done and then come tell me, yo, this is how it should have been done. If you knew how it should have been done and you the best know it, I ain't got no problem with that. I'm not in competition with you. That's another thing I want to say, and I'm gonna end it on that. I am not in competition with nobody here. You got a better idea than me, add on. Let's make it happen. You might be the best knowing that. He the best knowing that. He the best knowing that. But when they come together, we all the best knowers. I'm not here to debate or argue with no man. Got something that you want to add on, come. Don't wait until I do it and say, God, this is how you're supposed to do it. This is how it's supposed to get done. But I'm going to tell you like, get the fuck out. That's what I'm going to tell you straight up. And you depending on it, it's on you. Simple as that. Or I would have did this. That had to been my house. Or I had to, nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, on that note, peace. Peace, yeah. First, you know, I came, early when I came in, Imam was speaking something that you said that, definitely struck a chord, you know, that seems to be the theme at the moment. That's this here. Land is 57,255,000. There's 196,940,000 square mile land. Water was part of that 935, right? So nowadays, you can't even find the alley. To employ that, not employ, to say that, you know what an alley is? People have a clue that you came up with us, right? And understood what that is. Why is that? Because even though that we, even though that we, and thank you also, Marty. I mean, even though it was hot, stay in the shade. I'll stay out here. I'll stay out here. Yeah. Oh, we can do that too. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, so, my point is this here, that just because we're quoting these actual facts, you're not the only one quoting. So it's here. And he's not talking. He's making it happen. So we prove, okay, in history, right? Best reward the researcher. I remember when we was living in these hoods, like you would never saw this. You would have never saw this years ago, months ago. Now, no disrespect to community because we want that, right? However, his thing is, since, right, you did nothing with these dilapidated buildings, and they gave us a shot. We raised my hand. We'll give you this building for $1 if you can come up with, I guess, whatever it is to hook these buildings up. We did none of that. So they took it. Why? Because while you on the corner with the universal flag talking about we need to come together, I'm doing it. And take this one in. All of them wasn't rich. They did the very same thing you did. We just came together. How much money you got? Let's go. Let's make it happen. You're not doing nothing. Can you get out the way? Because you're not doing nothing. We taking this building over. You know what I mean? And of course, when you change the demographic, or you change the buildings and another community comes in, you change the demographic. You no longer have Marty now as your politician. I got John Schmo, right? All this is in the lessons, right? And my point is this here. My point is, yeah, no, absolutely we have to come together. Just do that, right? Yeah. So, yeah, simple things, etiquette. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, we got to get back to that. Like Mamadi was telling us about, and it's not like a popularity contest because the guards got the camera, you know, or I want you to stand in, but that's how the cipher is formed. Now, we get it hot, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to get people in direct sunlight, because we get it, people have different elements, but we can't get away from what we do. The culture is our guard, and culture is how you speak, what you wear, how you form, how you come together. You allow no one to come through the cipher. Care nothing about this community here, peace to you. This is what we do, and we've always been doing it here before Green, before you jumped off the Mayflower. So they just jumped off the Mayflower. Yeah. And they're here, peace to you. But you can't let nobody interrupt the flow of what it is that you do. Right? And that's the whole sign. Just come together, man. And we doing it, we building, like the God said. Simple, God. We need a stage for the showing crew. God, who do you go? You don't come to a large job. I don't have a clue. I may give you a wrench and tell you it's a hammer. So you go to Prince. He's a carpenter. Right? I'm going to tell you, refer you to him. So we get it done. Right? You want to know about exercise and putting plans together, and you call my brother Shyborn. But you know why we don't get together? Because of personality, God. That's why we don't come together. I mean that like you neither. But what that got to do with the bigger plan is? The plan is to feed the babies, put clothes here, have some buildings. You care about you not liking me? Like what we need to do here. That's our biggest enemy. And as the God was saying, God, in this right now, God, we are the richest people on this planet. This nation. You have God, from the time that Almighty God taught in the early in 64 on to 69 when he went back, God, you got politicians and teachers, PhDs and carpenters, entertainers. Come on, man. Just your personal development and growth is enough as well. Right? But now, in order to, that's why I'm reiterating what he said. Dude, that was a great idea through my head, because in order for you need to tap into that. Right? Watch you grow. You the man in MTA. Right? Doing your thing. I'm watching you. Right, myself included, all of us, God, that's in this cycle. But if you need things in this nation, we need buildings, we need to do X, Y, Z, we need to do this and that. Yeah, then you need to, all you have to do, yo, God, listen, let's sit down and come together. But check this one, God. Even in a meeting, right, even in the meeting, God, I may sit down with some people, man, who, all right, you my brother, but I ain't going to your house to eat. I may not do like YG may do with the God powerful, but you my brother nonetheless. And if you call in the meeting because it's about elevating the standards of this nation, then I need to be there. Oh, I don't want him here because I don't like him. Negro, please. You serious? Yes, God, that's our number one, your personality. It's not your, everyone here's knowledge is great and powerful. You serious? See, that's what they did. They, listen, God, your enemy, he ain't talking. I'm making it happen. You running your mouth. We need to come together. We need to do this. If we all do, me too, we raise my hand. We raise my hand. Right? I ain't gonna blame nobody. Right? He doesn't do that. Yo, listen, man. I'll never forget this. They named 125th Street and Lennox Avenue under it, the African Square, like they do James Brown and the Law and Justice in the 5% way. So they named it the African Square because the vending was so great from there all the way to Lennox. It was a beautiful sight though in Harlem. You come, oh man, look at that. I was all over Medina too. You come, oh look at that, whatever. People got together and said, no, that's bad for my business. Right? And these business owners weren't us. And what did they do? Went to their politicians. Get them out of here. And they did it. They vanished. Right? We ain't talking, get them out of here. I don't want them here. Right? And they moved them. Hence, later on, why we have vendors in our yard. Because they were scrambling, looking at other brothers like Father Bouchon and a few other brothers got together and came up with that idea. What made them vanish. And then they created something for them, but away from the major business strip. What's my point? My point is, God, that's Allah said that. And to show and prove, he said, all you have to do is come together because it was only a handful. I'm not talking about the 9, it was just him and Shaheed and Rajab and a few of them. And when the people seen the power of the few, because make no mistake, people watch. Yeah, they watch. They watch the growth, right? They laughed and threw rocks. Oh, look at them. They ain't about nothing. In fact, people thought Allah, right? Then you welding this power talking about the black man is God, and you talking about, like, Allah was talking about overthrowing governments. The only government he was talking about overthrowing was the devil here. Even though he understood who the black man is in relationship to the white man, but he understood, listen, you need to go to school because you here. I'm bringing the knowledge and wisdom to you here, not in Zimbabwe, Ghana, right here in the hood. I'm giving you the knowledge and wisdom. And people understood and respected that. Okay, right? Said to my son, that I think Celia was talking about that earlier before I was sitting over there. The sound travels. I heard him talk about Harlem Prep, right? You went to the school and you went to Harlem Prep, and then they did their thing. In fact, YG, man, that's when he started showing proof. Humble beginnings, but they seen it. And you know, and a lot, and then politicians. Power is the what? And they seen it in him and said, listen, man, what do you want? And why do we come to you like that? Because Allah seen this, man, I'm not here to do that, man. It's about the community. I'm not, listen, man, look, son, they just shot King. We not having that, man. Get the team together, man, and make sure that the protest is peaceful, right? So my point is, from that time to now, give me a break. Well, yo, God, listen, man. Matter of fact, there's no place you can go and at least say peace. They may not recognize the language in its totality, but they, oh, y'all, okay, peace, y'all seen that. Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Colombia, London. You serious? Build it. right? My home circumference equal their home circumference. And they Philly, one of my, I'm doing really quick too. One of my reasons why I'm really asking people to go there, but they got a school there. People are building, God, they're not playing, and we can't. We're not playing, and again, like I said, I told you earlier, I'm not gonna here to throw your brain hostage about what we're not doing. But how you, see, the operative principle is how do you come together? Because we coming together now, right? And afterwards, what happened? See, what took place? How are you going to build this and these things that we talked about from this site? That's why, again, going back to Dumont, and I'm going to talk to a few of us, man, we need to get that book together, back together, right? Praise be to Al Jamal and them, man. We even had everybody from what region they were in, and what is it that you do? Counseling work, plumbing, school, custodial, carpentry, whatever you do. We need that in there because now you can look and pull from your resources that. No doubt, God. And lastly, I got my brothers here. I got to big up them, right? Got my brother, he just came through here, Office of Cultural Management, Merciful, Value Justice, Lord Mel, and a handful of us. $7 on the Knowledge Day of last month went to the Department of Correctional. You know, the guards when they lost you, right? So now they're at this point where they needed to guard. Listen to this. This is very important. I'm gonna conclude on this note. There's no peace until guards at the conference table. That's a biblical saying. But that literally is and was the case when we got here. We spoke to about 50 clergy, right? To educate them about truly who we are and what we teach. You know, peace to the guards is in there, but we know how that goes. Because I was in there like a handful of them, right? And some of them have a raggedy representation, right? Yeah, black men go away from the devil, we gonna kill you, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're teaching? Not saying that's the do or done with all of them, but they get it. Because, check this one, and then we had to tell them that they was, let me use these words, flabbergasted, mind-boggling. When Divine Prince gave them the introduction, they doors dropped. Because the wisdom, no disrespect, they wasn't even respecting that. The PowerPoint presentation blew their mind. Mathematics had the thing set up, and you can look at the screen, this is a law, this is Shamgar, this is what happened here, this is what we did, it's gonna be peace, what do you mean? In fact, Merciful was the one who taught them, when he talked about the universal flag, then he asked, we told you that we're not anti-white or pro-black. Let me dispel that myth immediately. Yes, the black is God, the white man's the devil. But we're not teaching that to emulate hate, because one of the first ones, actually, before I real, was Lindsay. And he didn't give Lindsay the flag because he's just my man. Lindsay went into the halls of government empowering them. This is how the power and the truth elevated. Like what? You got him coming here doing that? But we understand God in all facets. In all facets of learning and areas. We had to be, and it was serving God on the Knowledge Day, making knowledge born to them about that. So we went in there to make sure and to ensure that the culture of our God and the principles of this nation is made manifest to them. Right? So let me, I'm backing up. The God Almighty said something. Yeah, please, man. Yeah, listen. Before I go, whoever speaks after and ongoing, let no one come in the sight. Matter of fact, tighten it up a little bit. If it's too hot, you get out the sun there. We get it. But you don't forget those principles. Oh, how you doing? Excuse me. No, excuse me, sir. No disrespect. Don't look stupid in the face because you won't want me coming in your house doing that. Our house is wherever we are. We're the natural landlord. This is the last Sunday of the month. We in Fort Greene. Scream that out! That's right. This is our home. Don't you ever forget that. We teach here and always will. And if we don't like because we yelling, then take your raggedy ass home. That's right. Oh, I'm not ready to talk. Oh well.
Because we teaching the truth. We teaching about coming together. We ain't here to appease and to accommodate you. I mean, we're respectful and civilized people. We understand the meaning, but understand the duty. Right? And with that, I'm gonna just take peace and somebody else add on. Peace.
Peace. I'll be wise Asia for those who don't know me. I'm gonna build a little bit on today's mathematics, being wisdom equality. How I show my wisdom equality with God and devil being on the planet Earth is that I don't speak too much. Because when you speak too much, you expose yourself. And when you expose yourself, you put yourself in danger. I only speak what a person needs to hear. And I give that to everybody. I speak to, whoever know me know I talk a lot. But I'm only giving the person what they need. I don't give them too much. I don't give them about myself. I only give them what they need to know. And that's something here that I see needs to be done more. Maybe not with the people that are standing here. I'm saying as a whole. For brothers and sisters all the way out in Cali, Arizona, Texas. Because I talk to everybody. And we need to start keeping it a little more tighter. We need to stop letting out our dirty laundry. We need to start showing more positivity. Because I knowledge God by nature. And I'm not sitting wasting no time. And the gods that I know and the gods that I've been fortunate to be among are beautiful in every way. And I need to see a lot more of that on Facebook, on TikTok, on Snap, because I'm on all of that. And I want to see more greatness. I'm the home of Islam. I'm going to bring forth the understanding. So, brothers need to just step it up a little bit more, just a little bit. Because you great as you are, and I'm not downplaying none of my brothers. I'm not here to be a big eye and a little you. Again, I'm the home of Islam. And I just want to see my brothers doing the best that they supposed to be doing. Not out here beating on no woman. Not out here telling no woman about Pluto and what's going on with the rings around Saturn when she's right here now. And they utilizing her for one thing. And then when he gets his instant gratification, she's discarded. And now she's everything but a daughter of Allah. And now we have a woman who may very well be bearing some life, and they're going to be walking around polluting the planet. And y'all men, I'm a woman, so I get to hear these stories, and it hurts me. It hurts me dearly, because I didn't go through this. I was loved. That's how come I dress a certain way. That's why I smell a certain way. That's why I conduct myself in a certain manner. That's how come I don't have the problems that a lot of females in this culture have. Because I'm one of few who was loved. And you can hear it in my build, the topics that I speak on, the passion that comes out in my sound. You can tell somebody took time and energy with me and loved me and created this greatness that you see before you. Because I was loved. And brothers need to start showing that. Start loving yourself, black man. You the greatest thing known on this planet. If nobody told you today, black man, you're the greatest thing I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. Okay? Let's get into that. Okay? But when you're walking around and you're smacking up your woman, what in turn happens to your woman? She starts smacking up your kids. What happens to your babies? Your babies go to school and terrorize other babies. Because why? People who are hurt will hurt other people. Now today, another society advocates loving. We all know and understand that love is a high level of understanding. And black man, when you show how much you love yourself and who you are, what you stand for, that chick with them great hills and mountains walking by butt naked will cover herself up to be among you. When you start holding doors without looking at a law, save yourself, more women respect you. Like, yo, that brother ain't never talked to me nasty. That brother never made me feel other than my own self. Let me go see what he's talking about. I know I can't look like this. I know I can't bring this type of food around here. Women will start naturally gravitating. They will naturally clean themselves up, brother. If you maintain, but if you fall victim and you standing there like, goddamn, sister, that 29,141 feet, shit. When you doing that, she repelling. Why? Because the planet Earth is what? 6 sextillion tons. A unit followed by 21 ciphers. And why is it 21 ciphers? Because those 21 ciphers are all the men who put the sex before the knowledge. And that's why they fell victim. And that's why I weigh so goddamn much. Traveling at 1,037, 1/3 miles per hour on my 23-degree axis. So, you brothers, that's my wisdom equality for today. And I hope that y'all start doing some baby steps and moving forward so we can have, I shouldn't be the only sister in this cipher. I shouldn't be the only active sister taught by a firstborn. I shouldn't be a lot of the things that I am. And the reason why is because we're dropping numbers. Like the gods before me was building and saying, we're losing our attracting powers. I'ma give y'all this for free. Babies, if y'all don't know, babies are attracted to dance and they attracted to sports. And if you want to will some babies in here, because I dance, so I always got the youth among me. I'm always among the youth. Start having some dancing classes, start offering some sports, find some guards who are good at dancing, who are good at sports. I know one brother that's good at sports, powerful knowledge of law, that's his niche, that's his thing. Utilize brothers like that, start attracting these babies, because with these babies come some women, and I'm going to be standing here talking y'all heads on. Peace.
That's crazy.
Peace, God. I don't like that. Peace! Hey! That's what I'm talking about. Show our strength, man. We're in the land of the warriors. We're in Medina, man. Today is so significant, man. You know, and for all those that don't know me, I go by the divine name of Father Shalborn, Eternal Great Mind of Law, from Browns, Manville, Brooklyn, Medina, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, let's get back to it. It ain't only the fact that today is the rally, you know what I'm saying? June is a significant month, not just because Allah went home, you know what I'm saying? It's a significant month in the fact that right here in year 3 was the very first Medina rally. Year 3, June 18th. The knowledge was built and it was born. You know what I'm saying? And what God was instrumental in getting it like that, Sahim, Knowledge God, and Big Hashim, they was the ones that kept going to Allah, telling him, come to Medina, come to Medina, come to Medina. Some beg the different. No disrespect to my brothers from Mecca, but a lot of brothers from Mecca say, Allah didn't come down here, which I know otherwise. You know, so when I give you all the history, I'm gonna give it to y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? Now we on wisdom equality. That's the plane for today. You know, in supreme mathematics. Wisdom equality. Let's look at that. Wisdom equality. The wisdom, the earth was up here, and she showed and proved our good equality from what she was saying. So I'm gonna go with that. We losing our way because we don't stay within the original teachings. You see what I'm saying? If you stay within the original teachings, and I don't mean when you see me every last Sunday of the month, peace God, peace queen, peace queen. No, get to know your brother. Get to know your sister so you know where you're going. And it's not setting up books or giving out pamphlets, you know, coming up to my brother AJ, yo, peace God, let me get a son of man. No. Ask your brother how you feeling. Ask him what I asked him as soon as I seen him. He'll tell you, ask him how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? I don't sleep with none of y'all. You see what I'm saying? I don't sleep with none of y'all. You know, she said that love is a high elevation, right? You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you that love is the most highest elevation of one's understanding. You know what I'm saying? And there's different levels to love. You could love your sister, you could love your dog, you could love money, you could love cat. You could also love getting high. You know what I'm saying? Love, cypher, victory, equality. This is what I mean with staying in the original teaching. Stay within the method and the means of supreme alphabets and supreme mathematics, and you're going to be fine. Those are the keys that unlock the universe. actual fact, and I'm about to show you. I'm not just going to tell you about it, I'm going to show you. First of all, let's deal with the science of civilization. We great, right? You heard what she said. We great, right? Now, while I went to civilization, just think about it. In order for you to build a civilization, you got to do what? You got to have science. You know, and one of the oldest science known of science is mathematics. And mathematics and science is one and the same. Now, let's deal with a few civilizations. This is why I went back like that, starting from the foundation, the prime, the original. We say we the original man, well, I'm going to build on that. You know what I'm saying? The origin of man, like she said, is the black man. That's an actual fact. We can deal with the Sumerian civilization. We can deal with the Egypt civilization or the Kemet civilization. We could deal with the Dogon civilization. I could go down the line. We could deal with Mono-Montambia, you know what I'm saying? Which is the people up south, South Africa, the continent is turned upside down. And they had to be magnificent in mathematics to build these civilizations. How do I know that? Still to this day, him devil still can't tell me how the pyramids was built on the Gaza Strip. That's how great you are. You know what I'm saying? That's how great you are. And not just that. You can go down in Mexico and look at them omelette, them big ass heads, about the size of this cipher. Them big ass heads, you know what I'm saying? You know? So don't look at yourself and think that you ain't great. Yeah, I know it's hard. It was set up that way. And let's not forget that it was set up that way for the original man to fail. Your degree tell you that. What is devilment? Telling lies and stealing how to do what? I told you, stay within your means. Stay within your 120. Stay within 120 is really the science of everything in life. You don't believe me? Check me. Check me. Ask me. Pull any one of them degrees right now and ask me. And I guarantee you I'll relate it to what's going on right now. And that's what you need to be able to do. Besides loving your brother, you know what I'm saying? Also, there's another significance to this day. Actually, yesterday, the Wisdom Power Day of June. You know what I'm saying? Most of y'all don't even understand, or probably don't even know the history. That's when we got our salvation. Okay? Brothers from Medina, I'm going to say it again. Do that ring a bell? That's when we got our salvation, if you know the history. You know what I'm saying? The history I'm talking about is for the firstborn from Medina, the Honorable Waddell Gatson. Alright? Y'all probably don't know him as that. Knowledge God. Walik Knowledge God. That God went to see Allah in year 3 for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Up there. And when he went up there to see Allah, Allah was talking to a clergyman. And you know what Allah told the clergyman? See him right there? That's my son, the new black Jesus. That was on a Wisdom Power Day in the understanding year. And after he told him he's the new black Jesus, he said, that's my son. He said, the reason why I'm telling you that is because this is our first day of salvation. You see what I'm saying? See, it's history to this. It's not just quoting lessons. It's not just quoting degrees. You gotta make it walk and talk. And when I say make it walk and talk, I literally mean that. Not be a lip professor. I literally mean that. Like my brother, I don't know where Allah Shah at, but he was up here saying, yeah, you don't let nobody walk through. You damn right you don't let nobody walk through. Can anybody cut the sun? Hell no. It's too fucking hot. Your ass will burn up. You know what I'm saying? Your ass will burn up. You see this flag?
Same way here.
You can't cut the flag. You see the white inside this flag? That's the white clouds of deception. The white clouds of deception, it don't only mean for the devil. Black people can give you white clouds of deception as well. You know what I'm saying? Don't get lost or don't get mesmerized or caught up. And that's why Allah said, don't fuck with, excuse my language, don't fuck with them plus lessons. He didn't say that he ain't never say they wasn't right and exact. What he said was, when I was in Bellevue with Armando X wrote him, you know what I'm saying? And Jamil wrote him. He said, they writing exact, but y'all don't mess with them. Y'all just deal with what I gave y'all, 120. You know, I hear a lot of brothers around here quoting some of that stuff. Allah 360, you know what I'm saying? Who and what is God and all that stuff. That's a next man understanding. Your understanding is the best understanding because that's what makes it understood. If you understand what you need to understand for yourself, then you can add on. That's why it's knowledge add on the cipher. You know what I'm saying? You got to add the knowledge on to make the cipher complete. And when you get to completion, that's 120 knowledge, 120 wisdom, 120 understanding. That's 306 degrees of perfection. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers be like, oh God, you can't be perfect. Yes, you can. Perfect is anything that's essential to the whole. What's wrong with you? I'm the arm, leg, arm, plus the superior head. I'm perfect. What you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? We gotta build, man. We gotta build. And when you stop building, you're gonna lose your what? Power. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna call yourself the piece with the magnet if you ain't building nothing? And I ain't talking about going out there hustling, because I did it too. You know what I'm saying? And even then, you still gotta know how to add. That's mathematics. Straight like that, that's mathematics. Come on, man, like, we in a state, like I said last parliament, I'm gonna say it again. We need a economic plan. Plain and simple. It's been too many years. Too many years. I'm gonna say it again. We need a economic plan, realistically. Not no pledges, not no donation. You know what I'm saying? Not a law of mathematics calling me, or me calling law of mathematics, or Muhammad calling me and saying, yo, God, I'm setting up this prize, we need to add on. We should have something there. And I ain't talking about a law school in Mecca, what they got. I'm talking we should have something there. We a nation supreme. Just look at us. I brought the determined idea the last parliament and told y'all. Just look, $10 from everybody, every month, every member. You can take $10 and go get motherfucking Hennessy or smoke a fucking blunt. Why you can't put it for your nation? This way, when you want to take some kid somewhere or something, it'll be something there in the account. You know what I'm saying? What you do is, I'm gonna give you a little blueprint. What we can do is, as a whole, that's why I bring it to the part. What we can do, you nominate brothers from each borough. Start with Region 1. Nominate brothers from each borough and put them on the board. Make a separate account where only 3 out of the 5 could go there. And when they need to go there, you call a meeting and you bring it, and that'll be at the columnation business. You know what I'm saying? Like Umar used to do, Duma and them used to do. You know what I'm saying? Let the nation know what we have. You know what I'm saying? In the account. And look, we want to go forward. We want to go forward this way. Like now, we got 2 different projects going on. My brother was talking to me as we walked down the step. You know, I got a little aggravated about it. And I love Born King. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? I love Born King. You know what I'm saying? Why not combine to a social equality? See, because when you combine to cipher, guess what it becomes? It becomes an 8. That's a bill. And when you twist it, it becomes what? Infinity. Teach. That's right. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You got all this knowledge, you got all this power, but yet and still, anytime something happens, we got to call each other, yo, God, I need this. Yo, we need this to add on and stuff. You know, and while I'm on that, you know, let me just give a commemoration to all the brothers and sisters, and I would name y'all, that added on, you know what I'm saying? When it came to the show and prove this year, besides myself, Black Son, besides Born Black, and the rest of them, you know what I'm saying, the brothers, Allah Shah and all of them, you know, Allah Shah added on, Divine Universal added on, Peaceful Nubia added on, my queen, Queen Tanyophia, she added on, I added on, Righteous Mathematics added on from the desert, Divine Realistic added on, and my brother Wonderful from Medina, also from Brownsville. He the only one in this nation that spelled his name with an O. He added on also. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what I got to say to y'all, man. Just think about that. We need an economic plan, and I'm going to say peace to the gods. Peace. Peace to the gods and earth. Peace to the gods and earth. I be a lost mathematics. I see today's mathematics be Wisdom Parker or be born to build this room. I'm going to build 3 ciphers. First, I always build mathematics is my righteous name. Mathematics is the way I strive to live each and every day. With no wisdom, no ways in action. It's moving according to supreme mathematics. It shows forth proof of your qualities. And it shows proof of your ability to build and destroy. So with that, I'm going to say peace.
On June 1st, Office of Cultural Management had the privilege to go to the Department of Corrections and Community Supervision to train correctional staff about our way of life, about the tenets and practices of our way of life. And we'll be having a video soon once it's cleared by security. It's going to come down because in the next week or two, we are now going to be allowed to go inside the interior cipher here in New York and start teaching and go to cipher. It's very important that we do this. This is why. Now that they start to allow guards of Earth in different regions now to have cell phones to be able to contact them. I deal with a lot of calls. I take a lot of calls. I'm the liaison and the facility manager for the Office of Cultural Management. So it's my duty and responsibility to learn about the policy, procedures, and directives when it comes to correctional institutions in each and every state that I have to deal with. In order for me to be able to do that and to be able to build with guards on Earth, I need to know what they can have, what is considered, what is considered to be a security threat, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to us being taken off or being placed on and tagged as a security risk group. That's my duty and responsibility as well as everybody else in the Office of Cultural Management. I have guards of Earth buying books. I meant to bring the book I just ordered. I see somebody else tell me, what's the size of this book? People is creating books. But 120, that's not right in the Zach. Oh, no. The born degree is being born. It's supreme mathematics. Oh, this is stuff that's being put in books. And being that we get correspondence at a law school. Matter of fact, I just got correspondence from Supreme Design Publishing at the Education So Improved. And Minister Freedom, who has a social media site, just emailed me all the correspondence he's getting. People are asking to be educated. I have the accumulation of correspondence, and we're looking for guards of Earth to be able to add on with these brothers and sisters that seeking knowledge of self. So they won't be going to any other said cipher, getting 120, that's not right in the Zach. Before this pandemic started, we said we were going to try to get in contact with every single region so we can come together as one whole family of what we consider to be 120 to be right and exact. So we can all be in tune with each and every one of us in every region. So anytime California, Texas, Central America, South America, comes to the bill, we have 120 that's uniform. I should be having guards calling me from San Quentin. So what about the 12 Jews? The 12 Jews supposed to be part of 120? And I type it. But it's not my custom like to add it on. I was given 12 Jews, that's why I got my supreme alphabet. But it's not, these are the questions that I have to deal with when I'm communicating with guards on Earth all across, whether it be Soledad, Solano, in Texas. Now that Texas, now North Carolina, not recognized, that's another cipher I'm going to have to deal with. So now I'm working with the guards in Region 4, whether it be a law King 1, law reality, a donation for law, and they'll help me when it comes to dealing with victory and law. And now see, everybody writes the root. This is the root of civilization. New York, Mecca, the root of civilization. Yes, you might have brothers here, guards here, but everybody will just write 2122 Adequate Power Boulevard when they want it to be right in the Zach. So we're going to have to put a team of correspondence team together to be able to start addressing these letters. We have professor analytic correspondence, and now that we have almost 50 to 100 letters, we're going to need assistance with that. So we're going to be reaching out to guards when it comes to that site. I'm going to jump to a law school project, being that Father Shabon just made knowledge born about it. Every parliament I make knowledge born, where we at? We have $5,973 when it comes to that site. Me, along with Born Black and Divine Prince, is on that account. Anytime. You see me on social media, I'll be at law school at least 3-4 times a week. Anytime anybody knows me yet, you can come ask me. I don't believe you saying nothing. I let you know where we stand, where we trying to go. Like you said, there's 2 projects going on. I only speak about what this project is and what we're doing. Our main vision and goal is to pitch something on that property by going down to the city and find out what permits we got to get to be able to build on that property. So we can stop reaching out to the Department of Education, some of these centers, what is it, the Alejandro, whatever, something like we try to get a vote to be able to have events. We need something of our own. Allah already gave us the school. What are we going to be? What are we going to add on to when it comes to this nation? We need to add on to this cipher. Anytime anybody want to know what's going on with the Office of Cultural Management, we meet the first and third Sunday every month on Sunday at the Knowledge Hour. Come join, come add on. We building. We building, one way or another, we building. Now we're going to be reaching out to Guards of Earth soon. There is a protocol that's going to take place for Guards of Earth to be able to go inside correctional facilities. For those that want to go in. Qualification, disqualification process. Anyway, the only way that anybody can go inside correctional facility is they endorsed by the Office of Cultural Management.
I heard about you.
Department of Correctional Services has qualifications as well too. Anybody want to know who that qualifications are? Go to nysdoccs.gov/directive and go to Program Services and go to Directive 4750, which is volunteer service. You have to be TV tested. You have to be fingerprinted. If you have any open cases, you have to wait for the open cases to be sealed first before you can go in. Then you have to go to an orientation program. What are we actually going to do? We're not just actually go in to make sure they have their 120 right intact, they got the sense of practice of our way of life right intact, but they prepared to come back to civilization and add on. We're trying to destroy a pipeline. And who's better to destroy this pipeline but those who fell victim? Who knows what to tell parents to look for and they see by those who fell victim? We know the telltale signs because we fell victim. I fell victim. This is what you need to look for in your seed when you see this. They attracted to some said cipher. Allah Shah just brought the Table of Kings to a law school. They just had a graduation last week, beautiful graduation. One of the things I built about is the three forces of nature they got to deal with during their graduation period. Peer pressure, temptation, and curiosity. The ages of 10 to 15 is so critical. And who else to teach them but those who fell victim to it? That's why I'm asking the Guards of Earth who've been through the Cherry Cipher, who fell victim, to come add on to this cipher. So we can protect our seeds who's fallen victim from that prison to school pipeline. Elementary genocide. This is what the purpose of the Office of Cultural Management is about. Now the video that we're going to be showing, we had to questionnaires from a whole panel. It was about 40 to 50 members from the Department of Corrections, from Ministerial Services, Security Department Directors, the review, GIs, ANSAR, all types of Christian chaplains. They asked us all types of questions. All of it was, every question that was held was answered correctly, right to the point. If they spilled anything, and after that they all came and shook our hands. That's we never heard it like that before. They said they never heard it like that before. When you go and you manifest true civilization, they have no other choice but to accept it. I'm a 7-time victim. Listen, I had the truth. Access. We need to help us here. We need somebody coming to the female facility to help these sisters. Some of them don't know what they're going to do when they get home and everything, stuff like that. Let's go and build. That's our duty as a civilized person. To teach this knowledge and wisdom. That's what we do. And now I on to one more cipher. I got phone calls. Some boys just goes about this too. And I hope the people that's listening on, and I need to take all the stuff that I record, I put it all over the people always asking, well, ain't the school getting money? School get money from the vendors. The vendors that bring money to that school, that money is used for me. Take care of electric bill, education bill, cleaning supplies, people, you know what I'm saying, that actually stay here overnight like Ron Dew King Justice, Life Law. We need a hot water heater that just got replaced. The pipes and stuff like that is broken and everything, so that's what that money is used for. To take care of the maintenance of a law school. Not to take it, to start some other project and be broke. You'll have nothing to take care of nothing. Anytime an event or any holidays and stuff like that come about and everything, we all be coming out of our pocket. Most of that stuff we see done to the yard, for education so improved, came out of my pocket. I don't have no problem with it. I love law and mathematics. I love law and mathematics. It was nothing to me. I don't value that. I value the knowledge, wisdom, freedom, justice, equality, and love, peace, and happiness that I get from my nation. That's what I value. I have an idea that I have brought to more justice, you know, hopefully to make knowledge more about it in the next show. Education is so improved with love. We have a lovely children. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Queen Isaiah Witness, you added on. Earthly Embrace. Nasha, All Black, Allah You Justice, Dark Hill. And there's countless other gods on earth. And I asked for us, last Saturday of August, let us have a law social at a law school in Mecca. When the last time we had a law social? That's the next idea I'm bringing forward. We have a law social at a law school in Mecca the last Saturday of August. The last Saturday of August. That's the wisdom coming down with doing a bill, talk over the stage like a gazebo, get another big tent and everything, stuff like that, so we can have a nice affair. Us coming together, relaxing, enjoying each other. Us coming back together as a nation, as one unified body. We're going to have a once us get together as one with love, peace, and happiness going to education show more. We need more. With that, I'm going to say praise. Hey. What's happening? You don't see your problem. Allah didn't leave you. Door that one, build that one, dig that one.
He's just not speaking loud.
Although that want to be here, be here. And you know how to know you're going to be here? Be here. That's how you do it. Follow the example of Allah. Everybody came, I love you. Help you love him, but you don't love him. Stand against him. I am like saying, I'm like that. Why? Don't know. Get to know him. Get to know that man standing next to you. Solving problems is solving problems. That's that. You don't know how to solve it. How come you solve it? What is it? How do you know how to do it? They have no doctrine in the law. That's not real. You must make whatever you collect produce. They need money. They told me what they
takes more than a program to build a nation. Why you have a problem with this? Where is from? Beautiful program. What are you doing? How is it helping this nation? I gave it. He gave it. You wait for everybody to get money. Everybody ain't gonna give it. Now what you do? You ready to stay still? Or you know how to make that money multiply? Learn a business. Invest your money into a business. And make that money make money. That's it. You just don't sit on the phone, right? Not for me, but for others. Wow. That's what we still ain't doing. Still ain't doing. All that you saying you doing, you still ain't doing nothing. I have another program. Enough. We do what's needed and what must be done. We need it all. We don't need some of it. We need all of it. So how do I take $100,000 and make it all? 5 days. Bringing this stuff in, you get to a fucking 10 or whatever they got, they sit on it. Make money. Invest it. Investment is the best way to make money. Not sitting on money, not telling me how much money was collected. Invest. It makes money multiply without nobody at home. Stay close, folks. Be God. Allah is the God. And then you don't get no this God, like this God, that God. Allah loved us. Allah. That's why he was successful. If a boy misses one word in a lesson, he don't know his lesson. Wow. I walked down the street. Back, let it go. I had a girl with me one foot. Allah said, I blessed him. Heard the whole conversation. Did you give him with a lot of talk? Did you give him as much as you ain't never gave that man. He's not watching. Allah has the man to say that all we do. Wow. He are hurting me. The lack of love is hurting me. The lack of understanding what hurts me. Not being your trouble is hurting me. Because I have a disagreement you don't like. I have the right to disagree. I'll show y'all another thing. On love. Listen to me, God. All that from the old to right now. Allah wouldn't have been here if he didn't know there was someone here to keep this legacy alive. But guess what? He knew what he was going into. He who find himself would only realize he had to give himself. How much y'all willing to give for this? He gave his life. How many y'all give? You know what? First got down, we had to get that 3-day fast. How many of y'all gave him a 3-day fast? I want some staying through the 3 days just to get knowledge. some motherfuckers that get the knowledge and never gave shit up. You never gave nothing, but you want everything. You want everything. But what have you given to this nation to show that you deserve it? Then you would pass me back. Words on. Some of them folks don't think it's bad. No, they didn't pass this fast. No, I know what I was. You want so much from me. You don't know how to be a God. You don't know how to be in control. Oh, God did it solo. How many of us? God did it solo. Why everybody needs somebody? All right. From the dead. I'm all about the smoke. I'm about those who know the lesson. I'm about those who want mathematics. Not permanent mathematics, but the ability of mathematics. And those who don't understand all of it. That's what we get that black seed and brown seed from. You and him get together and y'all protect him. Care about it. And I know I ain't lying. And y'all know I ain't lying. I know it. I know it. I ain't doing this. I've been here for 50 plus years. I'm still here. I mean, y'all can see. I mean,